So after I left, I did that at Triton College. When I left Triton, I was looking for places to go because I had 60-something college credits from Hampton University. You know, I had another, I don't know how many credits because I finished my associates while I was at Triton and I did my certificate in nursing there, so I had all these credits there. And I was like, I got all these college credits, you know, where can I go? I looked at U.S.U, I looked at Easter, I looked at a lot of different schools, and I ended up going to Barrett College of North and Lake Forest area. And I chose that because I decided that I wanted to follow, you know, biology and chemistry and all that stuff. And then I got deployed. So that didn't work out too well because I had to leave school anyway. So when I came back, I ended up being in this area, and I never heard of Governor State University, which I'm always telling people about Governor State too because it's a great place to be. So when I heard about Governor State, and I went to talk to somebody about the program, I was like, oh my God, because all these other schools that I looked at, even if they took my hours, the most that they were taking were 60 college credits, and I had way more than that. And it was like, you know, why would you only take 60 credits? I mean, they're at, you know, upper level division, I mean, they're all good, they're not that old, you know, so I couldn't figure it out, like, what's going on? And then on top of that, they wanted you to do at least 30 to 60 residential hours. So it's like, I mean, any place you go was looking at least 1.5 years to 2 years that you had to take classes at the school before you get a degree. I'm like, it's like starting all over again. So when I found out about this program, I was so happy that they took all my college credits, they took my associate's degree, everything. I was maxed out. All I had to do was the residential hours to the 24 credits, and I'd have a degree. I was like, yes. And I was already looking forward to physical therapy as something that I was looking for. So I made sure that all the other classes that I had, and it was stuff that I didn't have any like psychology courses, you know, because I was quite a touchy-feely type guy. I like math and science and that kind of stuff. So, you know, psychology, I had to take a sociology course, an econ course, but those were courses that I needed that fit some of the requirements for what I was looking to go into in the future. As well as I had the science background, I took a couple of science classes to kind of pad it up a little bit. So if you're thinking about what you want to accomplish, you can really plan it out, like they were saying, kind of plan out your roadmap to what you want to do. And even with you, you're kind of like, okay, I don't know what I want to do yet. It's still okay because you still have a lot of time, you have a lot of flexibility in figuring it out. And one thing that I wanted to piggyback from her is that, say if you decide to go to communications, you can graduate right away. But if you wanted to stay an undergraduate and do something else, as far as like, say if you wanted to do the MBA and you know you needed to have a certain amount of requirements, you could actually delay your graduation and take some other classes while you're still an undergraduate because it's a lot cheaper. So just because you're done doesn't mean you have to graduate right away. You can still kind of drag it out if you need to get into another program where you're saving a little bit more. Also, another thing that a lot of people don't tell you is if you do graduate and you decide that you want to take classes here for a graduate program that you want to attend here, everything that you take at the graduate level counts to your overall graduate GPA. So some people, especially in OT and PT, they would have to take like the physics, some had to take chemistry. Some of those people take those classes, they're like, oh, it's just a general education requirement. I don't really need to do well. And they get like a C. Well, once you start your course, you're already at a deficit because you need to maintain a 3.0 as a graduate. So if you have a 2.0 and you haven't even started your graduate courses yet, it puts you kind of at a deficit, especially if the program is really hard. So make sure you keep that in mind too if you decide to take, if you graduate, you decide to take classes as a, I guess it was a 9 degree. Yeah. So all those courses still count. Another thing I want to touch on too is not only can you do master's programs, but at some schools you can do PhD programs. And I used to think it was like, oh, you need to have a bachelor's, master's, and then you go to your doctorate. It's not like that at all schools, and different programs require different things. Sometimes you just have a bachelor's degree and meeting the requirements to get into that program, you can actually go